Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. So I am here today coming to you with a rumor that's kind of taken the internet by storm. We saw a blind item over the weekend that pertains to a West Coast Real Housewives couple that might be headed for Splitsville. Yes, and it's not who you might think. So I'm going to break down all the details you need to know about the blind, about our theories, and some of the shocking revelations that have come out of this. But before I dive in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. So as we all know, the Kyle and Mauricio drama just keeps coming. We still have yet to get a confirmation to exactly what's going on, but we know they are separated and we've been seeing a lot of them together and separately. So Kyle did show up to Mauricio's debut night on Dancing with the Stars, but since then she has not been in attendance, but we have seen her around with Morgan Wade, going to her shows, spending time together. We've also seen Mauricio spend some time with one of his fellow agents at the agency. So we know that they are separated and that they are maybe exploring other relationships. But there has been a new blind item that has come out that a lot of people think has to do with another Beverly Hills couple. So let me read the blind item. This comes from Bravo Bad Girl on Twitter, and she says, "This West Coast housewife and her husband are done. They are deciding whether to announce now or after the season ends. Too many hints on air and it's impossible to hide anymore. Not who you think at all." So of course, many of our first reactions are probably Kyle and Mauricio, but that last line saying it's not who we think at all makes me think that it is truly not them. So they also don't say it's coming from Beverly Hills exactly, but they use the term West Coast. So that could mean Orange County, and I think it could also mean Salt Lake City. You know, I saw a lot of comments that maybe threw Whitney and Justin in the mix pertaining to this blind item, but there was one theory that stood out above the rest, and that is Dorit and PK. Now, this isn't the first time that we've heard that they may be having marriage trouble. In fact, we have the one and only Erika Jayne to blame for leaking some information about their marriage troubles and kind of bringing it to the surface in the first place. And that is from this clip from last year's BravoCon.
I think it's Dorit and PK.
Now, this clip was in response to the question, what Bravo celebrity relationship do you think is headed for Splitsville next? And honestly, when we heard this, we were all shook. I mean, if you see Andy's face in that clip, he is honestly shook too, because this totally came out of the blue. There were really no rumblings of any trouble in their relationship before this. You know, of course, there have been rumors going on about Dorit and Mauricio having an affair, but that is just BS if you ask me. It's just kind of like, it's more of a joke. It's not real. I don't think anybody really believes that, but people started talking because Mauricio, PK, Kyle, and Dorit had such a close relationship at the end of last season. But I digress. So Erika dropped this bombshell at last year's BravoCon. And of course, Dorit is not going to stay silent. She fired back with this comment on Instagram saying, "Misery loves company. What else can I say? Our friends, those that truly know us, know what we have and who we are." So it kind of seems that she's coming out and denying these allegations straight up, saying that there is nothing going on, that they're happily together, and that this is basically not true. However, more information has come to the surface that definitely backs Erika's claim, and Erika herself is not backing down. She recently went on Teddy and Tamara's podcast, Two Teas in a Pod, and said this: "It bothers me very much. You know why? Because I didn't know they were having problems," Erika told Teddy and Tamara about her past comment. "I was being in the moment, and if you look back, you hear me say, I don't want to answer this question. I knew she took it bad, and I texted her, and there was no response." Erika noted that Dorit texted her immediately and said, "I'm so very sorry, but the damage was done." After Tamara said, "If it's not true, laugh it off," Erika exclaimed, "I know, but it was. That was the problem. And I didn't know, but then she told me," Erika continued. And Dorit also reveals some other things that happened to her post-home evasion that are pretty heavy, and I understand now. Had I known that, I would have never effing said it. It comes out that Kyle and Mauricio were struggling. Dorit and PK were also struggling in their marriages. Erica also reveals in the interview on Two Teas in a Pod that we will see Dorit and PK's marriage struggles on this upcoming season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which all ties back to the blind item. You know, the blind item states that the couple is wondering whether they should reveal their issues before the season or after the season ends. And seeing as Beverly Hills is set to premiere this coming week, I think we might be in for another bombshell. You know, I always like to say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And when this blind item dropped on the internet, everybody was theorizing, and a lot of people are saying it is Dorit and PK. Now, this is just alleged. We have obviously no confirmation that this is Dorit and PK. We don't even know that it's actually somebody from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But it just seems to add up too well. You know, I don't know if we can trust what Erica is saying, you know, whether she's just stirring the pot. Obviously, she might have issues with Dorit. We have not seen them really hang out, and we don't know the status of their friendship at this moment. But everything that Erica said definitely does tie back to this blind. The timeline of it, the fact that the premiere is coming up soon, and that she's saying that they've already been having marriage troubles. And it all seems to tie back to the break-in from last season. I don't know if any of you guys have also read the kind of character descriptions of what's to come for this season, but apparently there's another break-in that Dorit and PK experienced. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but it seems like there is more information to come on this season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, I know this is the most plausible theory, but I really hope that it's not true. I want Dorit and PK to last. I don't wish this on anybody. And with the Kyle and Mauricio of it all, we really, as Bravo viewers, cannot handle another split like this. This is going to shake me to my core if this is actually true. And although we haven't seen it in the trailer for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, if what Erica says is true, we are going to be learning more about it. So I don't know about you, but I am so ready for this upcoming season of Beverly Hills. We're going to get into all the details about Kyle, Morgan, and Mauricio, and hopefully learn more about Dorit and PK's relationship. So I will be here to cover all the breaking headlines. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything.